about a year ago, it was literally in this office right here where I found myself on the floor just crying because I just needed something different. I needed something to change. And I was just overwhelmed by work, life, my relationship with my husband, and I just got to the point where I couldn't keep all the balls in the air. And I'd lived most of my life, if others were happy with me, then I felt validated. I just kind of crumbled under it all, and something had to change. Something had to be different, and I didn't know what it was. I just knew something drastic had to help and improve. Like just the weight of everything just kind of kept piling on. I had a interview with one of my podcast guests, and at the end I'm like learning that she's this master certified life coach, and I just felt so comfortable with her. And then off script, offline, I just felt like I could open up with her. And she took me through this like little practice that like totally took me out of the emotion. And I was like, what did you just do? Like, it totally helped me. And she was like, yeah, you know, I could like, you know, work with you a month and coach you and things like that. And I was like, no, wait, where did you learn what you know? Like, I got to learn that. There's no mistake that you are supposed to be here at this time. If you ever feel unprepared or daunted by the path that is calling you, know this. You've been training for this your entire life. You're way more than the days that have breathed through you in this life. All of these experiences have polished your soul into the most magnificent expression that is your authentic self. You are a unique masterpiece. You are full of wisdom beyond your years. Trust yourself. This is the part of you that is ready to step forward, that is ready for you to emerge. This is not the lifetime to stay hidden, but to step forth, be seen, and rise. And rise I did when I stepped off that platform in London to a couple in front of me that I was going to visit, and they didn't even recognize me. So here I was visiting my friend in London for 4 days, and she was a nanny, so she had to go take care of the kids, and I was on my own. And I had met this couple in Germany like a couple years before that, and they lived in London, and they gave me their business card because he was an architect and she had like a fruit farm, and when they traveled cross countries, like it was kind of confusing to explain that to people, and I had kept their card. And I knew I was going to London for the first time, and I contacted them, and I was so excited because I was going to meet them. They were like 2 hours north of the city. So there I was. I bought some flowers. I show up at the train station, and I'm like checking with the conductor, and I'm like, where's the train to this location? And he's like looking at my ticket, and he's like, you're at the wrong station. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. He's like, no, it's like a couple blocks down the street. So there I am running down the street with my roses like waving in the wind. I get to the train station, I jump into the train, it's like totally packed, I get in, and literally seconds later, it starts moving. So 2 hours later, I get out of the train at the stop I'm supposed to be at, and I get off and I see the couple, and I'm like, oh my gosh, hi you guys, it's so good to see you. And the people are like, who are you again? And I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Did you ever feel like you got the wind just knocked out of you? That was me in that moment. And I'm like, do you want me to just go back and get back on the train? And they're like, no, let's figure this out. So we jumped in their car. Here I am, like reminding them. And they were like, oh yeah, because they thought I was this other girl from England that I had met more recently. We had such a blast that entire weekend. Went to this like remote pub that's like probably not even on the map. So why am I saying all that? I just want to remind you tonight and ask you, what is holding you back from the life you want, from living the way you want, having what you want? What's holding you back? I was coaching a client last fall, and after the work we did together, you know what she said to me? I can feel the music again. I can feel the music again. That couple in England, they were so kind and patient with me. And maybe someone listening right now just needs to know that this is not the lifetime to stay hidden, but to step forth, be seen, and rise. This is not the lifetime to stay hidden, but to step forth, be seen, and rise.